Hi everyone, my name is Annika Rayburn, and I'm going over my final presentation for IDT 3600 at University of Memphis. I'll be going over the ISTE standards for teachers, and they are as followed. Facilitate and inspire. Facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. Design and develop. Design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. Model. Model digital age work and learning. Promote and model. Promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility. Engage in. Engage in professional growth and leadership. The first one I'll be going over a little bit more in depth is facilitate and inspire. Facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. Teachers use their knowledge of subject matter, teaching and learning, and technology to facilitate experiences that advance student learning, creativity, and innovation in both face-to-face and virtual environments. The subparts of that are A. Promote, support, and model creative and innovative thinking and inventiveness. B. Engage students in exploring real-world issues and solving authentic problems using digital tools and resources. C. Promote student reflection using collaborative tools to reveal and clarify students' conceptual understanding and thinking, planning, and creative process. D. Model collaborative knowledge construction by engaging in learning with students, colleagues, and others in face-to-face and virtual environments. To the right, I have my graphic organizer going over the geography of the United States. I believe this relates back to C, and where it promotes student reflection using collaborative tools to reveal and clarify students' conceptual understanding and thinking, planning, and creative process. With the graphic organizer, the student will be able to show what they've learned throughout organizing different types of knowledge with it. They can add their own images. It can be very creative as well. Facilitate and inspire continued. In this slide, I'll be displaying my comic strip that I created, and I think this is a great way for students to use subpoint A to promote, support, and model creative and innovative thinking and inventiveness. In the comic strips, they can go over almost anything that they want when learning. The app, the Storyboard That, had many different types of settings and backgrounds for them to go either to science, history, or even English if they wanted to. In mine, I covered the Boston Tea Party, and I think these are just a great way for students to display their creativity. Lastly, I will be going over Web 2.0 and Prezi. This is another tool I would use. I would say it would be hand in hand with D. Model collaborative knowledge construction by engaging in learning with students, colleagues, and others in face-to-face and virtual environments. While using Prezi, you're able to create a PowerPoint-like thing, and you're able to show your knowledge through that. And I think it's great because you can make it public where other people can see it as well. The second ISTE standard I will be going over today is design and develop. Design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. Teachers design, develop, and evaluate authentic learning experiences and assessments incorporating contemporary tools and resources to maximize content, learning, and context, and to develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes identified in the standards. The standards are as followed. A. Design or adapt relevant learning experience that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote student learning and creativity. B. Technology-enriched learning environments that enable all students to pursue their individual curiosities and become active participants in setting their own educational goals, managing their own learning, and assessing their own progress. C. Customize and personalize learning activities to address students' diverse learning styles, working strategies, and abilities using digital tools and resources. D. Provide students with multiple and varied formative and summative assessments aligned with content and technology standards and use resulting data to inform learning and teaching. For this one, I used Web 2.0 tools, which are different websites and things that you can go over. And I believe that this would be going along with A for design or adapt learning experience that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote learning creativity. There are many websites you can give to your students for them to create something really just entertaining or neat or creative for themselves to learn and gain knowledge about what we are going over. This next slide is going to be focused on B, developing technology-enriched learning environments that enable all students to pursue their individual curiosities and become active participants in setting their own educational goals, managing their own learning, and accessing their own progress. I used my webquest I created. This is a great way for students to store their learning. During the webquest, they can also test their knowledge about what they've learned, and they can keep track with what they're going over in class as well. Also, another great thing about this web quest is that anybody in the world who wants to use this off the website can. It is accessible. Lastly, the last substandard I will be going over is D, providing students with multiple varied informative and summative assessments aligned with content and technology standards and use resulting data to inform learning and teaching. To the right, I have my Excel spreadsheet that we created, and it goes over the nutrition facts from different fast food places. I think Excel is a great way for students to store data and also learn about how to store data and also how to use Excel or different things like that. The third ISTE standard I'll be going over is mobile digital. Mobile digital age work and learning. Teachers exhibit knowledge, skills, and work processes representative of an innovative professional in a global and digital society. The substandards are as follows. A, demonstrate fluency in technology systems and transfer of current knowledge to new technologies and situations. B, collaborate with students, peers, parents, and community members using digital tools and resources to support student success and innovation. ISTE standards, Teachers International Society for Technology and Education Effective Teachers Model, and Apple the ISTE standards for students, as they design, implement, and assess learning experiences to engage students and improve learning, enrich professional practice, provide positive models for students, colleagues, and community. All teachers should meet the following standards and performance indicators. C, communicate relevant information and ideas effectively to students, parents, and peers using a variety of digital age media formats. D, model and facilitate effective use of current and emerging digital tools to locate, analyze, evaluate, and use information resources to support research and learning. To the right, I have a picture of my screencast that I did in our class, going over how to attach an email to or a file to your email. I think this is a great way for students to transfer current knowledge of new technologies, which is A. Mobile digital continued. In this slide, I will be covering substandard C, communicate relevant information and ideas effectively to students, parents, and peers using a variety of digital age medias and formats. For this, I am discussing Weebly and the benefits students have from using websites as these. It makes it possible for the student to display their work as well as anyone from the public to view it. Also, with Weebly, you're able to see your progress and also see how much you've grown throughout a course, which is what I've done now. In this slide, I will be covering substandard D, model and facilitate effective use of current and emerging digital tools to locate, analyze, evaluate, and use information resources to support research and learning. To the right, I have our interactive learning activities table where we created found 10 websites that would be great to use as digital learning. I think all of these websites are important, as well as things such as the Promethean board. I think they're important for students to learn using those types of things. Promote and model. The fourth ISTE standard I'll be going over today is to promote and model digital citizenship and responsibilities in an evolving digital culture and exhibit legal and ethical behavior in their professional practices. A, the advocate, model, and teach safe, legal, and ethical use of digital information and technology, including respect for copyright, intellectual property, and the appropriate documentation of sources. B, address the diverse needs of all learners by using learner-centered strategies, providing equitable access to appropriate digital tools and resources. C, promote and model digital etiquette, and responsible social interactions related to the use of technology and information. D, develop and model cultural understanding and global awareness by engaging with colleagues and students of other cultures using digital age communication and collaboration tools. To the right, I've uploaded my lesson plan, which I think really goes well with B, addressing the diverse needs of all learners by using learner-centered strategies, by providing equitable access to appropriate digital tools and resources. In a lesson plan, you're going to be going over exactly what you're going to need as well and what the students will need. In the next slide, I will be covering the substandard C, to promote and model digital etiquette and responsible social interactions related to the use of technology and information. I am discussing my teacher's webpage that we created on the WebQuest. In this page, there is information needed, and it also covers the standards on this website. To the right, you can see the WebQuest, and it also has the standards that we will be going over in this WebQuest. I believe this is really important for kids to use because it gives them a possibility to show their knowledge when displaying their own work. In this last slide, I will be going over the substandard D, to develop and model cultural understandings and global awareness by engaging with colleagues and students of other cultures using digital age communications, as well as collaboration tools. I chose to do a discussion or our discussion board. I think the one we use weekly is so important to interact with other students on a digital platform. The last ISTE standard I will be going over is Engage In. Engage in professional growth and leadership. Teachers continuously improve their professional practice, model lifelong learning, and exhibit leadership in their school and professional community by promoting and demonstrating the effective use of digital tools and resources. The substandards are as followed. A. Participate in local and global learning communities to explore creative applications of technology to improve student learning. B. Exhibit leadership by demonstrating a vision of technology infusion, participating in shared decision-making and community building, and developing the leadership and technology skills of others. C. Evaluate on current research and professional practice on a regular basis to make effective use of existing and emerging digital tools and resources in support of student learning. D. Contribute to the effectiveness, vitality, validity, and self-renewal of the teaching profession and their school and community. To the right, I have a picture of students using different types of technology in the classroom. I believe that it is important for students to use different types of technology in the classroom, and I believe that this goes with A, which is participate in local and global learning communities to explore creative applications of technology to improve student learning. Engage and continue. In this slide, I'll be discussing the substandard C, evaluate and reflect on current research and professional practice on a regular basis to make effective use of existing and emerging digital tools and resources in support of student learning. I'll be using my Weebly portfolio as an example. This website is a great platform for students to evaluate their work and progress throughout a period of time. As for me, I have changed my Weebly up a little bit and edited it a little bit more once figuring out how to actually use it correctly. The last substandard I'm going over is D, contribute to the effectiveness, vitality, and self-renewal of the teaching profession and of their school and community. I will be discussing how you can use audio capture when teaching. You can give this to your students for them to make recordings or podcasts for themselves to listen to, and this gives them the ability to have self-growth and also renewal. I believe this is a great way for students to kind of hear back what they're saying, and I also think that's really important. For someone who has done fine arts, I think it's important for us to hear how we sound and what we're saying. That was my last slide. Thank you for listening to my presentation going over the ISTE standards. Happy holidays to everyone, and I hope that you enjoy your winter break.